This is Talking Mongoose from Virtual Ponies, and this is the review of Mary King's Riding Star. The old one. Apparently there's a new one, I haven't played it yet. Way back, almost 10 years ago, in 2002, I ended up getting this game for my PC. Now, I won't even pretend to know more about eventing than the average horse enthusiast, but I do know that Mary King did compete for Britain and has competed in the Olympics. At the time of 2000, her current mount was known as Star Appeal, hence why the name is called Mary King's Riding Star. Get it? You're riding star and you're riding star. Yeah, let's just keep going. Mary King, however, does not show up in this game, so you might think, oh, well then maybe they're using Star since you're riding Star. Actually, that horse on the cover and the horse in the game don't look anything like Star Appeal at all. So let's introduce the game.
He's a grand horse, that, just like his parents were. Lovely and proud and full of running. Got a goodly amount of thoroughbred in him. Oh, there I go, forgetting to introduce myself. My name's Jim. I've offered to look after the stable for your ma.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
As you might see, we don't actually play Mary King, but instead the young girl called Sarah, whose mother apparently has always owned this stable that she's never visited, that her elderly friend Jim is taking care of for... Yeah, don't question the logic. So after being introduced to Star, Jim, and Sarah, we get shown around the stables by Jim. He shows you how to find tack, feed the horse, add water, send him out in the field, where he loves to glitch ever so amusingly, and also how to clean out the stables and then tack him up for competition. As you can see, the graphics aren't that amazing, not even for the time that this game was created. It's a combination between 2D layering over 3D backgrounds that is a little strange. For instance, when you're actually cleaning out the stables, you mostly just erase things or draw them back in. Same goes for when you're grooming Star. You don't really groom so much as erase things back into existence. All the while, Star's cold, dark shark eyes kind of stare back at you. And for shame, IR gurus for giving him cloven hooves. Did we also mention that grain can magically turn into hay? Riding Star is your average horse competition game, and it is a 3-day event. After tacking up Star, you get to compete. You start off with the dressage, which you'll soon find out can be extremely frustrating. Your goal is to follow the dots as closely as possible, as well as adhering to the actions that you're supposed to do. It doesn't help that there are very acute, strange angles and patterns that you would never see in dressage, combined with the fact that your horse has the turning radius of a Hummer. Did anyone else know that dressage horses apparently tolt? Yeah, that's a tolt. You get disqualified for leaving the arena, which, trust me, is going to happen if you've never played this before. The next phase is cross-country, where those nice little dots that were telling you where to go are completely absent. Instead of the dots telling you where to go, you're trying to stay between them, which gets extremely frustrating because you are riding blind. The strange angles of the camera make it pretty hard to figure out exactly where you are on this plane. You get disqualified for leaving the competition area and for having too many falls. Your horse also has a stamina meter, which is influenced by how well it's groomed before you go into a competition. However, if you miss even one grooming session, this can ruin the stamina for the rest of the game, as the horse only rebuilds so much at each grooming session, and if you do it twice in a row, it's not going to increase the status. The horse's stamina isn't even that great to begin with, to be honest. After cross-country, you get to compete in my personal favorite, which is show jumping. Those nice convenient dots are back telling you where to go. Too slow, too many downed rails, and too many falls, and you are out. At the end of it all, if you do well enough in all 3 events, yay, you win something! You need to have a placement of at least 3rd place in order to unlock the next level. And then you get to do it another 9 times. As expected, each of the levels increases with difficulty and doesn't really throw too much new at you, it's just doing things more. Timing becomes more of an obstacle instead of actually completing everything. And frankly, it can be challenging. One of the good things that this game has is if you really suck at it, there are practice modes. You get to choose between a multitude of more horse colors, including different types of gray, pinto, appy colorations, all that jazz. You can even do multiplayer with up to 4 different people. Of course, you're going to have to take your turns with the keyboard, but it's an option. My biggest gripe with this game is that the final level, the end all of the game, has the exact same congratulations, here's your trophy that all the other levels have. There's no actual feeling of accomplishment. My favorite parts of this game, I do have to say, are show jumping and the announcer in the background who ends up talking through your entire ordeal.
And that is in good style. That's the way it should be done. What a picture these two make. Such a big, powerful horse. About to move into the canter. They look so full of confidence. Jumps it so easily. A true mark of class there. Soon, the salute. Sits down and drives.
Unfortunately, this game hasn't really stood the test of time, but for what it was, for when it was, it served its purpose, and it entertained. If you really feel the need to play Mary King's Riding Star, it's currently for about $10 on Amazon.com. You can play it as long as you don't have Windows 7. It seems to prefer XP or anything below that. And now we have come to the end of our review for Mary King's Riding Star, a little piece of nostalgia that will always be close to my heart.